Hey Dan, it's Wednesday, October 14th, and Beth, and I have got just an absolute ton of stuff to talk about. I think I'm going to go over the 10-minute limit. I might go over the 20-minute limit. I may even go over the 30-minute limit. In fact, it's going to be sort of like the quantum of boring. So, Sarah, if you're watching, and I know you probably are because we're so damn irresistible, stop watching now. Turn it off. Sarah, turn it off. Sarah, navigate away from the screen. Navigate away. Go to a different website. No, don't watch it. Turn it off. Pick that. All right. Well, if you're going to watch, don't blame me if it's boring. So, well, let's see. I watched your last video. I got the notes around here somewhere. I can see why you like sitting in Brad's garage. I like sitting in Brad's garage, and I've not even been to Brad's garage. I think we need to come up with a different name for it, though, like Brad's gigantic manhole, or Brad's Cavernous Asylum, or Brad's Cavernous Man Space. Woo! Ow! That's hot. Part of why I'm doing this right now in the kitchen is I always have a hard time getting time to make videos. So I thought if I can make a video while I'm working in the kitchen and cleaning up and making dinner, so I think I will. In fact, here, if you can see this, see how thick it is? Oh yeah, oh baby. Oh, that's Beth made this really great. No, it's not baby poop. It's what is it? Squash soup, and it's excellent. It's got ginger in it. Oh, I'll have to ask her not to make it so hot next time. But anyway, so I'm making that. I'm making the kids some tuna. It is the first night of MEA weekend. I have no idea what MEA stands for. Hey Beth, what does MEA stand for? Well, anyway, it has something to do with the teachers can go up to conferences up in the cities and learn how to be better teachers while the kids get to goof off and learn how to be better kids. So it's kind of like a weekend night, at least for them. For me, it's, I have to open tomorrow at 6 a.m., so it's not really a weekend night for me. But anyway, back to your video. Yeah, it's sort of Brad's big garage full of stuff. I'm with you on that. I think that's, I'm anxious to get out there. I can go out and sit in his garage and read, and you can go and sit in his garage and play your guitar, and I think we'll both be happy. Hold on a second. Galen, please stop. It was good to see some video of Bryn. It sounds like you say she's doing well. Maybe you wouldn't mind sending me her address if you could. Oh, thanks. Oh, I got two. Anyway, send me her address. And does she drink coffee? If not, she should. So maybe I'll send her a little coffee primer. I'm on the video here, man. What happened to your hair?
What do you mean?
Well cut off?
No.
You just have a hat on?
Hey, get your nose out of my butt.
Anyway, yeah, send me her address if you would. You can say hi. Can you stand up high enough?
Hello.
The other thing is on the footage that you showed of you driving up to Brad's, what I'm amazed at is that you were actually able to escape that raging fire that was obviously right behind the car when you were driving. That was something else. I mean, I've heard that being in the middle of a conflagration can be noisy, but that was crazy. So I'm glad you guys made it through. Obviously, the landscape had already been burned out recently from the looks of things. So I know that there are those who would contend that there's a certain Spartan beauty to that. What they mean by that is there's no effing trees, and I can't imagine why anybody would live there. That's what Spartan beauty means. It's sort of like there's a real Spartan beauty to sitting out on the ice in January in Minnesota ice fishing. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. Let's see. I saw your heroin tracks on your arm. Where'd it go? There it is. Did I show you my finger? Ooh, can you see that? Claw hammer. Yeah, it slipped, hit my finger, and actually what I did was I damaged the fingernail back here near the first joint, and it's been 3 weeks, and now it's just now growing. All the black is growing out, but I've got a hole down here right by the cuticle. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to try filling it with some epoxy and buffing it down and see if I can make a kind of a regular fingernail out of it. One thing I realize I keep forgetting to tell you about is the play that I'm in. I think I mentioned that I was in one. It's called East Side Story, and it's sort of West Side Story without the music and the knives. Unfortunately, I don't get to be a jet or a shark, which is really unfortunate. But I do get to be a scout for the Chicago White Sox. So the play, East Side Story, is it's set in Winona in 1918, and it's kind of a bit of a historical piece, but it's really, mistaken identity, love triumphant, the whole Shakespeare themes. But you've got the daughter of the German immigrant and the son of the Polish immigrant who fall in love, and then of course their parents, their fathers don't want them together, blah blah blah, and then they end up together in the end. And I'm a talent scout for the White Sox, and I get mistaken for another guy who during World War I they had these sort of brown coats that went around the country looking for people who were not patriotic, especially immigrants who were trying to figure out how do they both be American and yet still retain their own ethnicity, their own cultural heritage. Even more complicated for German immigrants because we were fighting Germany during that war. So so I've got, I don't know, maybe 25 lines, and the first 2 weeks of rehearsal I've not been at because they just had the 4 principal characters, the Romeo, the Juliet's friend, and Romeo's rival, and they've been blocking those guys for those first 2 weeks. So my first rehearsal is actually Friday. By then, everyone's supposed to be off book, so but. Not too tough when you only have 25 lines, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. The play was written by a woman named Lynn Nankivell, who is a local playwright, and I know her and her husband. In fact, her husband just got named the Poet Laureate of Winona. So, how about that? In fact, he's also in the play. He plays the Polish father. It's going to be set up at the Masonic Temple. I don't know if I've talked about that building before, but one thing they have in this is, when was this place built? Early 1900s, maybe? Actually, hold that thought. I'm going to stop this, start it again, because I'm almost at my 10 minutes.